Hey guys, so today I'm going to be building a base game only starter house because I know a lot of people probably got The Sims 4 as a Christmas present. Maybe you just have the base game, or maybe you've had it for a long time and have just never gotten any expansion packs or game packs or stuff packs. And since at this point we've had now 3 expansion packs and 3 game packs and a ton of stuff packs, not everybody has all of them. So I figured this would be a good challenge to kind of go back to the basics and build with just base game items. Especially now that they've patched in some more colors on some of the items. Like I think the carpeting has more colors now than it did when the game first launched. And I think some of the doors and windows have more color swatches too. So I just thought it would be a fun challenge. And I am lucky enough to have all of the expansion packs and the game packs and all the stuff packs. So typically I just sort of use items from a variety of things. So I thought this would be a good challenge for me to kind of have a more limited group of items and go back to kind of how the game was when it first launched. So, and I decided to do a starter home because, it's always fun to start off with like a new family and maybe they don't have tons of extra money lying around, but I still I want to give them a nice house for them to start their lives. So so I kind of went with kind of an older style of home. I thought it looked pretty appropriate for the neighborhood that I put it in Willow Creek, and it's sort of a setup to be like kind of a Cape Cod style, but not 100% because it has that little section off of the front that kind of pops up a little bit, which is actually, it's a little bit like, from the outside, it's a little bit like the house that I grew up in, which was also kind of like a story and a half Cape Cod starter house type of home. So now I'm just going through and putting in wallpaper and carpeting, and there's like a really long lag with the carpet there in the master bedroom because I was trying to remember, wait, did I actually use a base game item or did I mess up and put in something else? But it's all good. I double checked. It is 100% just base game only items. So so I'm not a huge fan of these kitchen cabinets just because I feel like they're used a lot. But at least in my opinion, the other cabinets in the game get really expensive really quickly. So sticking with these, it would be nice if we could have more color swatches on some of the other base game items that have come out, like these cabinets. Or ideally, I would really prefer it if we could have where you could have like 2 different color channels, like what we had in The Sims 2 and kind of what we had in The Sims 3, although then, we had like the color wheel and create a style and all of that. But like if you could color the countertops from the cabinets separately and not have to have matching sets, that would be like my dream. So also with this bed in the master bedroom, I love this bed. It's one of my favorites, but I feel like we need to have that ability where you can pick the bedding separate from the frame because it's really limiting. So so here I am just trying to rearrange the bathroom a little bit. So I had built kind of like a section of the master bedroom that popped out into the bathroom so that there would be room for a dresser. But then when I did that, then there wasn't room for a sink in the bathroom. So everything kind of gets moved down a little bit because I wanted there to be at least one dresser in the house. So I put it in the master bedroom. It's just, I know Sims can like change their looks and stuff and change their clothes without having to be at a dresser, but just for the sake of authenticity, I like having a dresser in the house. And then the second bedroom, I know a lot of times in starter homes, the second bedroom is more of like a nursery or a little kid's room, but I kind of aged it a little bit, made it more for like a teenager or even another young adult. Maybe you've got a sibling living with a sibling or a sibling living with like another married couple or you've got a teenager who's living with their older sibling for some reason and the parents aren't around, or so I thought that was just kind of something different. And then if you notice in the house, there really aren't very many decorations, or there's no curtains on the walls. I made sure every room had lights because I figured that was essential. But because I was trying to keep it under a certain price point, and in all honesty, I kind of like the idea of decorating the house as your Sims would decorate it. So I kind of left it as more of like a blank canvas. So, because I know a lot of the careers, you get career rewards that are like decorative items, or, they've got like different emotional auras on them and stuff. And so, kind of to save money, and also because I like the idea of customizing it to your Sims needs, I didn't really decorate most of the house. So there are some plants and trees, like there's a little bit of landscaping, but not tons. And also you'll see when we go into the screenshots here in a minute that after I finished recording the video, I decided to move the house back a little bit on the lot, because when I went to take the screenshots of it and upload it to the gallery, the house was so close to the front. And I also did put in a trash can outside, and I added a couple of chairs on the front porch because I had the money to, and I don't know, I thought it looked really cute. So here are the screenshots of this house. You can find it on the gallery. My origin ID is Mrs. Tomato 1018. And I'm also putting it under the hashtag of Mrs. Tomato 1018, because I know sometimes the origin ID is like tricky. You have to get the right capitalizations and stuff for it to show up. So you can search for it either through the hashtag or through my username. And I will have a link to this build in the description below this video. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Bye.